back at City and State TV. I'm Gerson Borrero, and we have another teacher that's actually traveling to Cuba. And let me see if I don't really mispronounce. I know it's Clare Massulo.
Massulo, yeah.
There you go. You're a teacher in Brooklyn, and what is it that you teach and what grade?
I teach ESL to 6th and 7th graders. So English as a second language to students who are new to the country and need help with their English. So.
You're going to Cuba. Is it the first time that you go on this cultural education exchange? And what is it? Why is it that you're going? What attracts you about going to Cuba and as a teacher?
So this is my first time going to Cuba. I am just interested. I've grown up hearing a lot about Cuba, not always positive. And when I got to college, I learned a lot about the history of Cuba. So I'm kind of interested in just experiencing it for myself. I love to travel, and I'd love to see Cuba. I've heard some interesting things, so yeah.
So right now the curiosity is outweighing any particular area. You will look at education, but you're looking to see, is it more the people that as a teacher, as an educator, you're curious about? Could these people that, we hear all these bad things about the government, but does it translate to the people? Is that where you're at right now before you leave?
Absolutely. I think we learn the most about a country by talking and talking to the people who live and breathe these countries. So absolutely, I'm fascinated. I would love to learn about the people's experiences. And
the majority of the children that you're teaching right now, where do they come from?
So the majority of my students are from the Dominican Republic. We have a few from Central America, but they're mostly from the Dominican Republic.
Is there talk about, because there's a good relationship between the Dominican Republic and Cuba, also Puerto Rico, even though it's not officially with Cuba. Do you hear a lot of talk about Cuba? Is there any conversation at all in the classroom about Cuba, or is it just what you hear, what you heard in college and what's, remained there?
Not so much in the classroom. I mean, the curriculums we teach in middle school don't really touch on those hot button issues, but I would be interested in bringing it back to the students and talking to kids about their perceptions of Cuba and what I really experienced. So.
You'll actually be among the New Yorkers that are traveling there. You're going to actually be there before Cuomo by a few weeks, Governor Cuomo. What do you think of the governor's particular focus on just a trade agreement that he's trying to seek between New York State and Cuba? Do you think it's too limited? Do you think he's on the right track, or does he think he's going to be surprised by the fact that Cubans are smarter than what he thinks?
I think, teachers, I'm sure, can attest. Cuomo's views have been a little narrow. We tend to think that he's very focused on the money. I don't know what Cuomo thinks he'll get out of this deal. I like the idea that he's open to negotiations with Cuba and talking to Cuba, but what will come out of it, I don't know that I trust Cuomo entirely, but that's my opinion.
Wow, very strong. From a teacher who actually is clear on this, it seems that the governor has good intentions, but from a business person perspective and not fully knowing exactly what he's going to face.
Most of our politicians.
As most of our Clare, thank you. This is a person that we want to talk. Thank you so much. I don't want to get you into more trouble. For City and State TV, I'm Gerson Borrero. The best of luck, and may your students benefit from this. I'm sure New York will, and we'll talk to you about your experiences and what you learned from the Cuban people and not what you read in college and everybody's been so negative about. Thank you. Buena suerte. Take care. Gracias. For City and State TV, Gerson Borrero. I'll be right back with you.